Hey, how's it going guys? It's Thompson or Animania11 and I am back again today bringing you some more Pokemon Showdown. Now, I know that I haven't brought you anything in a while, but it's like holidays here and I was away with some family for a while, and basically this is, like, it's kind of a bit difficult trying to find some time where I can sit down and record some stuff without being interrupted or whatever, and with Christmas coming up and everything and whatever. Anyway, we are here today. I'm going to be playing a bit of Anything Goes. As most of you would probably know by now, Smogon did decide to create a new tier, creating Ubers into an actual tier, and then making the old Ubers into Anything Goes, which is basically exactly that, Anything Goes. Anything that is possible in the normal games you can use in Anything Goes, so you can have Dupe's Claws, you can have ridiculously overpowered stuff, evasion doesn't matter, Mega Rayquaza is the only place you can use that, but it's a heap of really annoying stuff. There's the way that I describe it is there's two ways that you play in Anything Goes. It's either really good, and it's like, do you remember in like primary school or whatever it's called over in other countries like elementary or whatever, where you get picked up by your mum to go leave school early. It's like you're walking past all the classes and everyone's sitting in there still suffering, but you're outside and it's just like, yeah, I'm out of class. This is pretty cool. So that's one of the feelings. But then the other one is like basically rubbing a cheese grater over your genitals while setting them on fire. Because it's really painful and you don't ever want to do it again. But that's basically the way that I describe Anything Goes. But in response to that, I decided to make a really annoying team which basically exploits one of the main factors of Anything Goes is that there's no Sleep Claws. So this team's based on a Gen 5 strategy that was running around when they decided to ban Sleep Claws for a bit of time in Ubers, and it's exploiting the fact that Liepard gets Prankster Assist. And for those of you who don't know, Assist allows you to call almost any move from the rest of your party. And the only move that we have on the rest of our Pokemon, as you can see, it can't call Transform, which is why I have the rest of the team filled up with Dittos. The only move that it can call is Spore. So we have a +1 priority, 100% accuracy sleep move. So we have Liepard here, it's a pretty basic set. We have Assist, obviously calling the Prankster Spore, along with Substitute to protect us because Liepard's really freaking weak, and that's basically what we need. Then Hoenn Claws is a setup move. I was initially running Nasty Plot because it does allow you to set up faster, but like I said before, evasion is allowed in Anything Goes, so Hoenn Claws raise my accuracy, allows me to bypass that. And then finally Night Slash is my only attacking move just because it is a bit more consistent than Knockoff, and yeah. Then we have the EV spread's just basically max speed. To outspeed other Prankster users, the only thing it doesn't outspeed is the two genies, so Tornadus and Thunderous, but I can get around them, and Whimsicott. And Whimsicott is a major problem because it's immune to Spore, because it's a grass type, it outspeeds me, and it resists Night Slash, so Whimsicott's a bit of a problem, but anyway. Then we have Almungus, who's basically just there for Spore. Basically max HP, max defense, just in case I need to switch it in to get off a Spore when Liepard's defenses aren't good enough. And then the rest of the team's basically filled up by Dittos. I basically nicknamed them according to what hidden power they have. We have Ice Baby, which obviously has hidden power Ice. We then have Great Balls of Fire, which only comes up as Great Balls of Fur. It skips E at the end for some reason. Which has hidden power Fire, obviously. Then we have just two flawless, well, semi-flawless Dittos here, just because I need to fill up slots on the team. So anyway, that's the way that this team works. It basically puts something to sleep and then try and set up. Showdown's been really laggy lately, so we'll go ahead and see if we can get a couple of battles in. There's plenty of people online, so we shouldn't have any problem getting a battle, but let's just see how we go. Okay, so we finally managed to find one, and it's just lagging a bit here. Okay, so this is pretty odd looking team, I must say, for Anything Goes. Mega Rayquaza is a bit of a problem, just because it has extreme speed, which is +2 priority, which means that I can't use Spore necessarily. But as long as he doesn't lead off with that, we should be pretty safe to lead off with our Liepard. So if we can get this to work, we'll go ahead and start the timer on him, just because we need to, and of course he leads with it. So we'll go into our Moogus just to sack it off, because even if we do lose a Moogus, we are still able to pull Assist, Spore, so it's kind of just our main fodder. If he does decide to go Mega, then we can bring in a Ditto and Revenge kill him pretty easily, so there's not really any problem with that. So just as long as we can preserve our Liepard, that's the main thing. So he does go Mega and is just going to go for the extreme speed. Not doing a hell of a lot because we are max invested, like I said, and if we can put this to sleep, then that means that we can bring in a Ditto to just revenge it, or whatever. So it's pretty easy how this team works and everything. We have all of these things to revenge kill stuff, and once all the extreme speeders are gone, we bring in Liepard to just set up. So if we bring this in, transform into the Mega Rayquaza, and he's running Blizzard and Fire Blast. That's very odd, I must say. But Dragon Ascent should just be the best move that we can go for. It should KO this. Not quite, wow. That's a lot bulkier than I was giving it credit for. And Blizzard missed, so that's no problem. And it's a Leftovers Mega Rayquaza. Not bad. You usually see like Life Orb ones. I've even seen a couple of Lumberries, but Leftovers is very different. So if we can take this out, then it should be a pretty easy Purloin sweep from there on. So because nothing else has priority. That did a lot of damage. But we are at minus defenses, so we've gotten rid of the priority. We can now hopefully sweep safely with Purloin, but yeah, it's a pretty simple team to use. I enjoyed playing with it because it is so annoying. I don't usually like annoying teams, but it's just basically a massive middle finger to the teams that run like 6 Cleft Ts and whatever. So this bat shouldn't be able to take a Dragon Ascent, and we're like demolishing this team with just a transformed Mega Rayquaza. So that's very useful. I guess the only thing he can switch in, I'd say Giratina can probably take it, and this can probably take it. So we just need to get damage off on it. We can set up on its face with our Liepard. But yeah, it's a pretty basic team, like I said. It's just trollish and annoying, but anyway, I like playing with it. So if this person decides to make a move, I mean, it's not that hard. I've got a Mega Rayquaza out, you go for something, and doing 47%, so Primal Groudon probably one of the only things that can take it. And at this point, yeah, we'll just go in and start setting up with our Liepard. He doesn't have any sand-based moves, so he can't get through the sub, he can't out-prioritize us, and now we begin the trolling. Unless it's got like a Lumberry, like Victini or something, that'd be pretty weird, but you never know. So that's asleep, and we proceed to set up. So we've got what? Liepard's, the only problem with this is Liepard's really weak, and so like even at +6 we probably won't be able to one-shot this. So if we can get good, he is asleep. That's another problem, if they get like 1 turn sleeps then you just waste your substitutes and it begins to become a real problem. But I mean, shouldn't be that much of a problem with this team that we've got. So first setup, and he's still asleep, so we end up getting the double sleep. Not bad, not bad. So we're up to +2, after this. Any evasion that he has won't matter. Any priority, he doesn't have any priority. Even if he does have like Shadow Sneak Giratina. We do outspeed that, and yeah. Obviously, he should have definitely gone for an attacking move there, because it's just asleep once again. And we're almost back up to full HP, and Showdown's still lagging really badly. I'm sorry if that's noticeable to you guys, but yeah, it's a major problem that I think they just need to like restart the servers or something. So, still proceeding to set up here. If he wakes up in the next turn, that shouldn't be too bad. We should still be able to go to town with +4. I mean, that's weak to Night Slash, that's weak to Night Slash. That probably can't take it at +4, and that probably will even from there, but anyway. He can't do much against us. That's the point of the team. So, basically you incapacitate them, and then set up. And that's what we're doing so far. So we'll go ahead and hit it up with the Night Slash. I'm pretty sure that +4 will be able to take his team out. If not, we can set up even more. It's not that big of a deal overall. So, yeah. Took that 35%, not doing a hell of a lot. And you've got Hammer on. Okay. We'll just put you to sleep once again. And go from there, I guess. Super simple team, I must say. But it's gotten me, I think I'm near the 1400s, so certainly not really low on the ladder. I should be facing some decent teams and everything, but yeah. So set up sub once again, and now we can just go for a Night Slash. Night Slash will be able to take it out. Did 35% there, so yeah, easily taking this out from this range. It's Primal Groudon's got, what, 140 defense or something? I forget now. But certainly no Slash. And that's a Groudon gone. And we should just be able to wreck through the rest of his team with our Liepard now, so... And what does he decide to bring in? It's not anything that he really can bring in, but... I mean, when you set up this much, it doesn't really matter. He brings in the Tornadus. We'll just go for the Spore. I mean, like, if you had something like, what, Safety Glasses or Overcoat Pokemon, they're a bit of a problem. But, yeah. That's asleep, and I'd say Night Slash is probably a 2-hit KO on him, unless we get a crit. That's the other thing, Night Slash does have a good crit ratio. So even if they do decide to set up their defense and whatever, like Moody Smeargle's a thing, which is a pain, so if it does get max defense, we can just set up or get a crit eventually with Night Slash. So, yeah. And still asleep, and that's his Tornadus down, and we just have the Giratina and the Victini left. So, 2 Pokemon that we should easily be able to take out. I mean, like, some teams do prove to be quite a lot of a problem. I mean, like, you see things like 6 Pokemon that are just Klefki, and it's just like, why must you do this to me? But this team hasn't been too bad. There's nice diversity. We've been able to handle it pretty well. I mean, that Rayquaza, if he played that a bit better, then could have been a bit of a problem, but I think we've been able to do decently well against it so far. So this Giratina is asleep. It does have good HP, but is weak to Night Slash, so I don't think it'll be able to take... Wow, that took it, well, better than what I thought. And Pain Split does nothing. We outspeed you. I'm not going to bother putting you to sleep again. That'll just drag this battle out even more. But that should be our first battle done. So this will take out the Giratina, and then all that he has left is the Victini. And maybe I'm just really overestimating the power of Liepard at this point. I mean, you'd think at plus 4, which is 3 times your attack, which brings it up to 600 and something, which I mean isn't massive amount, but it should still be able to take most things out, you'd expect. So Night Slash should... There we go. Finally getting a one-hit KO on something. And that was our first battle, so I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I'll see you back again for the next part.